just because I think we're gonna start looking into that GIS mapping with planning and zoning. And I already talked to Jaden, and I'm willing to, like, in my department, absorb that cost for the mapping and stuff, because I'll probably be using it more, the GIS mapping, than the planning and zoning will. So that's why I upped it just a little bit for that, but that's the only one I changed. But like I said, that's the biggest increase.
Okay, any questions on the assessor one? Okay, next one, soils?
You want soils? Soils, I didn't change
I
anything.
helped you spot that one, so that's why I picked it.
No, that's alright.
No change?
We haven't needed anything, so our soils are good, seed's good with what we got going on, so I just kept everything the same.
Okay,
It's just a what if scenario.
okay, okay there, and what's the next one?
The director, I didn't, like I said, when we split the two with the assessors and the director, I didn't really have to do much with that except for the salary if there would be an increase, so. I'm sorry?
Right before soils.
Before?
Yeah.
Oh, go the wrong way.
Oh, sorry.
Like right before.
Sorry about that. But like I said, since we separated the two, which I think was a very good idea because I'm able to decipher between what I use with assessing and then what I use with equalization. So like I said, the only difference is if there would be an increase. Other than that, the travel expense, conferences are usually with that and that's it, so. Any questions?
That's all yours, Owens?
Pretty
Any
painless.
questions for Patty? No major changes, so.
Like I said, the biggest one was the GIS mapping.
Okay. Jaden,
Planning and
Planning and
that's
zoning.
Patty and I. So.
Where's this now?
Zoning is further back.
There it is. Right by Fair Board.
Yes.
From the previous budgeted 20 for this year, we didn't really do anything more. Like I said, the assessing part is going to absorb the cost of the GIS system.
How much does that cost?
It's going to depend, depending upon how many parcels we have. Right now, Sidwell is going to gave me a quote of about $3,500 just to start out, and then just maintenance with it obviously will be less, but. I know you guys talked about me being a budget or building inspector. After further consideration, it's actually gonna cost the county more if I do building inspecting, because you not only pay for the courses, continued education with me, But we're gonna have to get insurance for people for the inspections that I do.
So if you go out and make visitations now, you're not covered by any?
No, the visitations I make now is, I don't inspect per se the specifications of how the building is built and whatnot. What I do is I make sure your setbacks are met, where you're building, how big your building is, that sort of thing. That basically what you put into the building permit, it follows all of our ordinances. So that's what I do.
You don't need to go in and inspect
She
the
can't.
wiring.
I can't.
Or the rafters. Okay.
That's where the building inspector, because we toggled the idea of that. And the cost of it, the time is going to, right now what we have in Oliver County is that it's put upon the person, the resident, to get that building inspector, to get that certificate. So, and then we just have to make sure that they give us that information.
State does electrical.
Yeah, so, I've talked to other building inspectors, and they said, the cost for it with a small county as we are, what we are doing is probably the most cost effective for our county.